Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video on one of the specific functions of an EdgeTX powered radio. It's aimed at those of you that are relatively new to EdgeTX, might be coming to EdgeTX from FreeSky, Futaba, Spectrum, or maybe you're brand new to the hobby. Now there are links below to the rest of the videos in the series, as well as more advanced stuff as well. Don't forget you can find content by just looking for the thing you're interested in and adding Painless 360 to your search term here on YouTube. So let's jump on the bench and let's talk about the topic for today. In this video, we're going to talk about how you add EXPO or exponential to a control in EdgeTX. Now, EXPO is great. What it does is it reduces the sensitivity around mid-stick so that it's easier to do very fine controlled flying. Now, lots of flight controllers, if you're using something like Betaflight, iNav or Ardu Pilot, add a little bit of EXPO already, so you don't need to add it on the radio. However, if you are directly controlling things like maybe the steering on an RC car or the elevator and ailerons and the rudder on something like a radio controlled plane, then adding EXPO is a really good idea. It makes everything a little less twitchy. And the other cool thing about EXPO is that you still get the maximum deflection, but that middle position around the middle stick is an awful lot nicer. What we're going to do is we're going to click the model button very briefly, and the way I would recommend that you set EXPO up for simple stuff is you do it in the inputs. So here's the inputs that we've got: aileron, elevator, throttle and rudder. Those inputs are connected to the actual sticks. So let's add EXPO to aileron. So we'll click on aileron and we'll say edit. And then here we can see that this thing on the right hand side that just looks like a line is actually showing us the relationship between the aileron and the actual output. And we can see here, hopefully you can see it, there's like a little crosshairs that's riding up and down that blue line. And what that means is that when the stick is on its maximum deflection, the channel is on its maximum output and vice versa. And it's that linear relationship between the movement of the stick to the output. So we can add a little bit of EXPO. Now down here where it says curve, we have the options to add several different things, some diff, EXPO, a function, or custom. We're just going to leave it EXPO, and we're going to change this. We'll put something like, I don't know, 25%. And what you'll see as I change the value is this curve is changing. So as I make it more and more extreme, so they have 66%, 76, 86%, it's becoming like an S curve. Now what this means is that as we move the control, although the control is moving quite a long way, the actual output, on there you see we've moved about a quarter of the stick, but it's only moved 4 on the output. So it makes it a lot flatter. I wouldn't recommend EXPOs of that amount. Personally, I would put something like 20 or 30 on the aileron and elevator, and something like 15 or 20 on the rudder is typically what I tend to fly here. Now we've got that set up, we can come back out, and now you can see that that little line that was a line before is no longer straight. It has a little bit of a curve, and that means that over this piece of movement, the control is less sensitive and it still goes to the ends. Now, if it's still too twitchy, what would you do? Well, I would just increase the EXPO. I'd add maybe another 30. So there we are, we've got 36% EXPO. That's going to be quite a nice amount for gentle flying around. So that's where you do it. Why do I do it on inputs? Well, you can also add EXPO in the mixer as well. So aileron also has the ability to add things like EXPO in here as well. Personally, while you're starting out, I wouldn't do it that way. I would do it in inputs. The reason is that everywhere that aileron control is used then throughout the rest of the radio setup will use that exponential. It's only when you get into more advanced stuff that you might want to set the exponential in things like mixes. And if you have it set here on the inputs, every time you use that input, it's already set. Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Painless 360 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.